Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Fern with Shah here. So what you're seeing here is an old dry braid out that I've been rocking for maybe 4 or 5 days now, and I'm going to show you how I refresh my braid outs. So see how I turn this into this bomb braid out with a twist. I love doing these braid outs with a twist because it gives me the stretch that I want and need and the curls. So I'm going to start off on dry hair. The first thing that I'm using is my spray bottle just to dampen the hair and provide it with more moisture. In my spray bottle, I have water and Tresemme Naturals conditioner. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to section my hair into 5 sections. I love working in sections because it makes it a lot easier to focus on specific strands and provide it with the moisture that it needs, as opposed to just doing it in one big fro.
Out to the borderline, UK hot with it, blue spots with it, every continent love when I spit it, corners the blocks, even the cops feel it, brothers on lockdown on their cot feel it, it's real in the field, the last Mohican who survived in the streets. And
so I'm going to be using the L.C.O method. So L stands for leave-in conditioner. I'm using Cantu shea butter. C is my cream, so I'm using Cantu coconut curling cream, and my O for oil, I'm using my shea butter mix, which has a whole bunch of oils in it, as my sealant. So the first thing that I'm putting in is my leave-in conditioner right here, and I'm just going to detangle it throughout this section of my hair. The next thing that I'm doing, I'm putting in my Cantu coconut curling cream as my cream moisturizer. And then I am going to detangle one more time, and then I'm sealing with my shea butter mix to really keep in that moisture. Now you're going to separate that one section into 3 smaller sections so that you're able to do a braided plait. So I'm just going to braid it down majority of the way, and then when you get to the last quarter, I'm going to show you guys what makes this braid out a little bit different than normal braid outs. So when you get to the last quarter, you're going to take a little bit of Eco Styler gel, and you're just going to put that on the ends, and then you're going to comb it through with a rat tail comb. And instead of continuing the braid, you are going to 2-strand twist it the rest of the way down. So that's when you get to the last quarter, you 2-strand twist instead of continuing the braid all the way down. Then you remove the excess product by sliding your hands down the braid. So this section, some of the bigger sections of my hair, I like to part it into 2 because the smaller the sections are, the more definition you will receive in your braid out. So I'm just going to show you guys one more time. I'm going to dampen it with my spray bottle. First product is my leave-in conditioner. Going to detangle that from tip to root. You don't want to just pull the entire comb through. Then I'm going to put my coconut curling cream. I'm going to comb that through with my detangling brush. And then at the end, I'm going to put my shea butter mix to seal in that moisture. And now again, I'm going to section it into 3 and begin braiding. So as you're braiding, make sure that you are doing the braid as secure as possible. You don't want to have loose plaits because you will not receive definition. So I'm not making it super tight to the point that it's unbearable, but as I am braiding, I am making sure that it is super secure. Now remember, when you have a quarter left, you put some Eco Styler gel on the tip, you rake it through with your rat tail comb, and you begin doing a 2-strand twist. After you're done with that 2-strand twist, I just wrap it around my fingers for a little bit, and then I remove the excess product by swiping my hand down the braid. So the last thing that I like to do before I go to sleep is I put a little black castor oil because I love black castor oil. I just put that through my scalp and through the plaits, and then I sleep with a satin bonnet. So it's now the next day, and my braids are 100% dry. So I did this in the mid-afternoon. I wasn't doing anything on this particular day, and I just let it dry until the next day. So what I like to do, I like to put some healing oil or any type of oil that you have, and I rub that in my hands and on my fingertips just to make sure that I have as minimal frizz as possible as I'm taking down my braids. So just make sure that you are doing this part as slowly as you can, because if you just rush through it, you definitely will have major frizz. And I mean, I like a little bit of frizz, but too much frizz, it's like, dang, my braid out only lasted me a day. So as I'm taking it out, I'm just pretty much letting the braid undo itself. I'm just pulling it in certain sections, and then after the braid is completely undone, I am parting those sections into smaller parts without really ripping it through. I'm letting it come apart where it naturally wants to. Because if you rip it through, you are going to lose definition and you are going to lose the curl at the end, which is the purpose of me doing a braid out with a twist. So I'm just going to show you a few more times so that you can really see how you need to take these out. If you feel that your hands are getting dry, feel free to put a little bit more oil or even some shea butter on your fingertips so that you can prevent the frizz. So once I'm done unbraiding, I'm going to part each section or separate each section so that I can have a bit more volume. Hype about that curl pattern. So I really want to show you guys multiple times so that you are completely sure of how you should be removing this braid out with a twist. When I get to the front, sometimes I don't even like to fully undo the ends. I just undo like the middle, the root to the middle section, because I really like that curl that the twist at the end gives me.
Owe me back like you owe your tax. Owe me back like 40 acres to blacks. Pay me back when you shake it like that, girl.
Surely, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my ice.
Yeah.
Now let's say you owe.
Yeah, owe me back like you owe your rent. Owe me back like it's money I lent. Pay me back.
So since I hate flat hair, I am now going to use my pick to really just pick at the roots. You don't want to comb the pick all the way through your strands, because then you would have just wasted your time doing this bomb braid out. So I'm just picking at the root until I get to my desired volume. Just a reminder, the more that you pick, the more frizz that you will experience. I don't mind too much frizz, but I didn't want it to be super frizzy, because then I would just be extremely tight that my braid out lasted one day. So make sure you pick as much as you would like to, but don't do too much, because then your braid out or twist out won't necessarily last you as long as you would like it to. So as I am picking through, I'm also just going to separate the strands a little bit more until I get to my desired look. The last thing that I'm going to do, I enjoy having my bang hang down low on my forehead. So I'm just taking a bobby pin and just placing it where I would like it to, and then covering it with the rest of my hair. Now I'm just playing with the hair and really getting it to the way that I want to. Always have to sleek them edges. Didn't want to do too much. I just wanted to have a little clean finishing touch. And here it is. Here is the finished look. I like to play in my hair a little bit more until I get it to the way that I really want it to look. But I am very, very much so amazed with the immaculate definition that I am seeing from this braid out with a twist. As you can see, I'm very hyped. So if you guys end up trying this braid out with a twist, please comment below and let me know how it goes for you. I wish I picked out a little bit more at the top part just to remove that part, but your girl still looks cute, so I'm not worried. And as the days went on, I definitely picked it a lot more for volume. So please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the kid. Thanks again for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos to come. It's From with Shah here. Bye, guys.